Good time.
Come up through the struggle, not too many get to tell. Got up and shook it off every time we ever fail.
Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves back up.
Transportation make you happy when your life a living hell. Sirens jump behind us praying we don't go to jail.
Window skimp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and missed, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram, I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
Stone, you out your mind, I'm out mine, bet not flinch wrong. I'm on my grind, rock supplying like the Flintstones. Reputation on the line and the clips long. They 9 to 5, slang at 9, you get blitzed on.
Yo, welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I go by the name Mike Gross. Follow me on IG at Gross1911 or on Twitter at Gross2312. And man, we're gonna be talking a little bit of boxing today. And man, oh man, do we have something to talk about. We have to talk about the WBC and what's going on down at the WBC convention in Cancun. More news and updates to come. Give me 1 second. Yo, all right, we back. But first off, I want to big up the WBC, know what I'm saying, for doing well in the sport, know what I'm saying. They have the VADA program. They have the boxer conduct policy program, which goes into place next year. And they also have the next day weigh-in kind of thing, you know what I'm saying, where you can't come in over 15% of that body weight. So, but things that we have to talk about, man. WBC has named Vasiliy Lomachenko the franchise champion. And look, man, if you guys know me and know how I feel, know what I'm saying, you follow me on IG and watch me on The Boxing Voice on YouTube, you know that I'm not a fan of the franchise champion. Wasn't a fan of the franchise champion when they named Canelo. Alvarez did a couple months back. He was named the franchise champion. He was the first person to be named franchise champion, and he was named that. And Jamal Charlo was elevated to the WBC champion. Now, at that time, I think we all had a little, not all of us, but some of the boxing fans were not exactly happy with Jamal Charlo not getting this shot at Canelo. But since then, you know what I'm saying, Jamal's come out and say he can't blame Canelo. Canelo's going to do what he wants to do. But I'm still holding my position that I didn't like the fact that the WBC had Charlo as a mandatory for over a year. I did not like the fact that the WBC elevated Canelo as a franchise champion, a title that you cannot win in the ring, a title that you cannot fight for, a title that is placed upon you, a status that is placed upon you by the WBC. I wasn't a big fan of that. So with that being said, Canelo was the first franchise champion that we heard about. And man, oh man, do we have another one. The Vasiliy Lomachenko yesterday was named WBC franchise champion at 135. And Devin Haney is now officially the youngest boxing champion in the sport. Big ups to Devin Haney. I know that he's happy, but I don't think that this is the way that he wanted to become a champion. I know that he was calling out Vasiliy Lomachenko, was calling him Novachenko in the ring, telling him to quit ducking him, telling him Bob to make the fight, and just telling him and let everybody know that he really wants to fight Lomachenko and is willing. But yesterday, the WBC seemed to take that away from the fans, from young Devin Haney, and bless Lomachenko with the WBC franchise championship. Now look, again, not a fan of the WBC franchise belt or title. It just makes me think of the WBA. WBA regular, WBA gold, WBA interim, WBA super. There's too many belts going around the sport of boxing, man. These sanctioning bodies are just making money over money over money, and they're doing it, in my opinion, at the expense of the sport. We were robbed of seeing Canelo and Jamal Charlo. Now you got fans out here saying Jamal Charlo got to do something. He got to go fight somebody. He got to go build his name. But wasn't he doing that by coming down the WBC rankings, coming up the rankings, you know what I'm saying, making himself the mandatory #1 contender. Wasn't he doing that by trying to get a fight with Canelo? But now he has to do some more stuff to even get Canelo in the ring. That makes me think that maybe you fans don't believe in Canelo as much as you should. And when it comes to Vasiliy Lomachenko, it's no different. Devin Haney has been knocking at this man's door, calling the man Lomachenko, calling him a duck, calling him everything under the sun. And now on October 22nd, or October 23rd, we get word that Lomachenko is going to be named franchise champion. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. We all know that Lomachenko had a good fight with Luke Campbell where he won the belt. It was supposed to be Devin Haney versus Campbell, but they petitioned, Top Rank petitioned the WBC, and they made Vasiliy. Now, by doing that, Eddie Hearn, Devin Haney thought that Devin Haney would be the mandatory, but again, the mandatory is pretty much a joke now. You know what I'm saying, in the WBC. You can be the mandatory and not get the guy you want and be elevated as champion, but some of the fans and some of the people may say you're a paper champ, may say you're not a real champ, and you got to deal with all these naysayers and all these backlash, while the person who gets elevated as franchise champ gets praise, gets a lot of admiration, and that just does not sit right with me. What makes Vasiliy Lomachenko worthy of becoming a franchise champion? I can deal with Canelo becoming a franchise champion because he is kind of the face of the WBC. If you see the Cinco de Mayo belt, if you see the Mexican Independence that they built, when Canelo fights on those dates, those belts are there for him, and they're presented by the WBC. So what I'm trying to get to is, why not make Deontay Wilder a franchise champ? And I got to commend my champion, Deontay Wilder. We had him on the show. The Boxing Boys catch us every day, Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. But we had him on the show, and he was just like, fuck, what's that? What the fuck is a franchise champion? You know what I'm saying? He was totally unaware what a franchise champion was. And it's going to be interesting to see next year if the WBC is going to try to name Deontay Wilder the franchise champion and move Dillian White up to that WBC champion mark. And if it does, I want to see how the fans are going to react to that. I want to see how Deontay Wilder is going to react to that after we had him on the show, and he said he's really not interested in becoming some kind of franchise champion or anything like that. So at the end of the day, man, I think boxing took a hit yesterday, leaves the sport with more questions than answers, makes people on the outside looking in feel like, how is there not only 4 champions in the same division or 5 or 6 champions in the same division, but why are they both have the same belt in the same weight class? That makes no sense at all. But I digress, man. This has been Mike on Sports. If you agree, disagree, or like what you see here, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I will be coming out with more videos today. A little basketball, maybe another boxing. And yeah, man, until next time, peace out.